Welcome to Prep Rally Live. Rick Fires, Graham Thomas, and we're going to go over some of this week's biggest games. And Rick,
they just keep getting bigger. They just keep getting bigger.
I mean, last week you were ready to hop over the desk. You were so excited about the start of conference play. So I don't know how you're feeling this week.
Man, I'm feeling great. I had a big lunch right now, so I can't hardly get over there. But man, we had Southside and Rogers down there. Rogers won that game, a thrilling, excellent game. Leland, he hogged it all, the big game down there. And now we're back up here. Rogers, after they go down there to Southside and win a thriller down there, now they got to turn around, and now they got to go to Fayetteville. So the Mounties, with good luck on that. I mean, that's going to be a great game. What do you think?
Sounds like a preview of things to come. Before we get to that one, though, let's talk about some other ones. So we're going to start off this week with a 5A West clash down in the River Valley. J.R. Eldridge and the Farmington Cardinals taking the boys to Airedale Stadium to take on Alma.
I covered a lot of games down there. I love Airedale Stadium. Back in the day, Tommy Tice, Frankie Vines, man, that was the Harrison game. But right now with J.R., Farmington is, some people are kind of counting them out after Van Zandt. Great, just a great kid, great quarterback. He got hurt. Well, you're expecting Farmington just go, phew. You know what they did? They just went the opposite. They fought and got them a win against Harrison last week.
Sure
so
did.
they got it going a little bit. Luke Elsick had a great game, had 7 catches, about 120, 30 yards down there. Alma, the Daly quarterback, yes, he's the son of Adam Daly, former Razorback. His grandson was a Razorback, his granddad was a Razorback. That is a classic 5A West game down there.
And how many of us just after Alma played Van Buren and got smashed like they did, how many of us just took Alma and said, no.
Yeah.
Now Alma's won 3 in a row. They're back. And Rick, it's just a tough place. You just don't go down to Alma and win.
That's right.
And so as good as Farmington has rallied behind these other guys and losing Cam Van Zandt was a blow, I'm going to go with Alma to keep on winning at home against Farmington.
You know what? I'd like to go against you, but I'm with you on that. I've seen too many Alma at home against some really good teams. Airedale Stadium, they always pack it over there on the home side. So I'm with you. I think somehow, some way, Alma pull that one out.
And then one of the great treats about covering a game at Alma at Airedale Stadium is the press box hospitality. Oh my goodness! Yeah, you already had your big lunch, like you talked about.
I can do some more though.
All right. Well, let's go Fort Smith Southside at Bentonville. So what you have is you have the Mavericks coming off of a really tough loss to Rogers. I mean, and like you said, don't let that loss get you beat twice. Now they got a tough challenge having to play Bentonville at Tiger Stadium. Now, Rick, let's be real here. You and I have picked Bentonville twice to win at home, and twice
they've lost.
I mean, how bad are we?
We suck.
Yep.
We're no good. We're no good. But you know what? That's a rarity. But they played some really good teams. Bentonville did. But let's go from Southside. You can't be too despondent after losing that game. They come that close to beating Rogers. They put up a bunch of points. Somebody's going to have to make a play for Southside. And Bentonville, even the coach, he said, man, we disappointed our fans. We disappointed ourselves. Bentonville, I don't see them losing at home again after losing those 2 right there.
And I don't see them losing to Southside either at home, which probably means
they'll win.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. But we're both picking the Tigers over Southside, and
I'm confident. I'm confident. I'll go if they look. I'll go topless next week.
Oh my goodness!
No, you don't want that.
All right.
That's another reason that they win. All right, who we got next?
And edit. Okay. Rogers at Fayetteville is going to be our 3rd game to pick this week, and we've seen this a lot with over the years. Can a team with a big win get back up and do it again? Can Can the Rogers Mounties, who came up with a big win down at Southside last week, 44-38, school record passing for Dane Williams, can they get back up on the ladder and go into Fayetteville and win? And there's a lot of sub plays here, Rick.
Yeah.
Fayetteville's thinking about last year where they had a chance to beat Rogers and didn't get the job done. Rogers got its first win against Fayetteville since 2006. I mean, my goodness, my son was a baby the last time Rogers beat Fayetteville before last year.
Yeah. And I was 130 pounds.
No, you were not.
Yeah, okay. I'm exaggerating. We exaggerate on this. But I covered that game last year, Rogers and Fayetteville. And Rogers had a chance to beat it, but Fayetteville, they couldn't stop the run. Dane won an assignment that Rogers, coming back from Fayetteville, and now they say, hey, now go to Fayetteville and do the same thing. So that's a tough assignment. Dane Williams, you talking about quarterbacks? If you people over there don't even watch high school, but you like the recruits and everything, you're going to see two of the best quarterbacks in our state, at least in this region, and Dane Williams and, of course, Drake Lindsey, who's committed to Minnesota. I think there's going to be a lot of passing, a lot of scoring, but somebody's got to make a play.
A lot of stress for newspaper reporters on deadline.
Yeah. Deadline.
Oh,
you're
come
gonna,
on, run the ball, run it.
You're going to be doing like this, looking up at that clock, doing like this. I've done it a million times, but
run the ball.
That's going to be a late night game, a lot of scoring, but somebody's got to make a play on defense, and I think it's probably going to be Fayetteville, so I'm taking Fayetteville.
Rick's pick is Fayetteville. There's a part of me that wants to say, maybe Cinderella Rogers can do it again, but at the end of the day, Fayetteville at home in front of their big crowd, I just don't see it happening. So I'm going Fayetteville too to beat Rogers Mounties. And of course, if Rick and I are both picking you, then look out, Fayetteville.
Yeah.
So that'll put a wrap for this week's Prep Rally Live. With loser number 1, Rick Fires. I'm loser number 2, Graham Thomas, and it'd be interesting to see at the end of this what our cumulative record.
We got a rough start.
Oh,
man, we need to go back to the drawing board.
Good grief.
Where's them trash bags that we can put over our head?
Yeah, grocery sack or something.
Yeah, we need something.
We'll see you next time.
We'll do better, maybe not.